Hello, Serge. Nice to meet you virtually, I suppose. Thanks for doing this. I wanted to just ask you, when you left Toronto, you wrote that long Instagram post kind of about thanking them for your time there. Clearly a place where you felt that you enjoyed yourself and had success. What was it about the Clippers or LA that made you want to come here in free agency?
Just about, with after I said with the team, we talked a little bit and, the way, things was, going during that moment and I have, the Clippers too calling me, wanting me at the same time. And I just sit down and try to think about to make decisions about, most times about how I feel mentally, wherever I'm going to be, or if I want to stay with the Raptors or go to the Clippers. Sometimes in life you make decisions, it may not be, it may not go the way we want in the future, but at the moment you have to make decisions, about what you feel. And I just make the decision of, choosing the Clippers. And no, I don't know because how it's gonna go for the moment. What I saw, what I'm thinking, and I was looking to me most mentally. I felt like the Clippers was the perfect fit for me this year. So yeah, and it was not an easy decision to make because and I loved Toronto. Last 3.5 years was great. They have a great organization. The fans were amazing. They all loved me. I had fun with my teammates, playing with my teammates. And I even told Kai and Freddie, how much I love playing with those two guys, the 2-point guard. They made me better as a player. And the organization, challenging me to be a better person, a better teammate on and off the court. So it's the one place where I already felt like, even in the beginning of the free agency, I didn't really think about leaving Toronto, till the end when everything started and we had a meeting with my son, Bobby, I just felt like, things was not going the same direction I was thinking. Even I said it a lot of times, I'm going to stay. Yes, it's true. When I said I wanted to stay in the Raptors, it was true. But the last minute, things change. People see things differently. May try to make some last minute decisions, And like I say, these decisions, it may go the way I'm thinking, it may not, but at least I'm going to learn something, so yeah.
And just as a follow-up, given, you play with Kawhi, I'm just curious, did having him here play a role in wanting to join the Clippers? Was he someone you talked to throughout your process?
Yeah, also, of course, having a Kawhi here, it really helped a lot, my decision to come play here. This guy I know already, and I played with him last 2 years ago in Toronto. So yeah, it definitely helped.
Thanks, Serge.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Om from ESPN.
Hey, Serge, welcome to LA. I was wondering about, in your short time with Kawhi, you had great success winning a championship. And you had him on your cooking show, and you've always kind of been able to get him to show his side of personality to the public. I'm wondering, what is it about you two guys that clicks so well, and how do you think this will go the second time around?
I think we just understand each other, and Kawhi is the type of person you have to know him personally to understand. From far, I see a lot of people say different things, and even me myself, but when you approach him, and you spend time with him, you understand him, he's the type of guy, and it just happened naturally, we just understand, and when you think about, me and Kawhi, it's like there's no ego in our friendship, we don't have ego, I know who he is, and as a teammate, what I can do, for him, for the team, and it just, makes things smoother and easier.
And I know you were in your own playoff battles with Toronto in the bubble at the same time, but from your understanding, what do you think the Clippers were missing and why they weren't able to get to where they wanted to go to last season?
I mean, I think what happened, what I saw from afar, I mean, we expect about, those kind of things. But as a player, what I saw from the far, I felt like they have everything, then just maybe the manner of doing things, they didn't do all the little things right. Sometimes when you have big players, or on paper you are one of the best teams. Sometimes we have tendency to forget all the little things, the details. Is very important too. No matter how good you are, So to me, from the far, I felt like it was a lot of little things, details, a little good habit, and then the team didn't have it last year. But I'm sure, of course, you learn from it, and hopefully this year, the team is going to learn from last year and try to do things better this year. But paper-wise, last year to me, and what I saw, they are everything.
Thank you.
All right, next we'll go to Michael Grange. Go ahead, Michael.
Hi, Serge. Michael Grange here from Toronto. I hope you're well. Everyone misses you here.
Oh, I miss you guys too, definitely.
Maybe just take you back a little bit to your decision. And were you a little bit surprised that you weren't able to get a second year on your contract? Was that maybe the difference between what Los Angeles was willing to offer and what Toronto was offering? How important was that? What changed in your decision?
I mean, because like I said earlier, I never thought, even before the free agency start, I never thought I'm going to leave the Raptors. One, because the way I enjoy playing game with the guys, I have one of the two best point guard I play with. I have fun with Kai and Freddie, my teammates, and then the coaches, the organization, even the owner of the team, the fans, and then on top of that, and last 2 years I've been playing my best basketball of my career. So, and yes, that's one of the reasons. And I never thought like I'm gonna leave the Raptors, And when time came about talk about the contract, everything, I was like, yeah, I just have my best season, coming from the bench with limit minutes. I was like, I definitely was sure like they're gonna, even I know Freddie was their priority number one. It's normal, of course. Freddie's younger than me. He had his best career, but I thought like the Raptors gonna come and try to really try to show me and convince me like they really want me to stay, because I even thought like they would try to come and convince me, or they would come, hey, listen, Serge, we love you here, you did great, whatever you have to do. Well, hey, you stay with us. You know what I mean? I even thought like we're gonna have to have like, even when my agent told me like the Raptors wanted to meet with you, I was like okay, I didn't really think like they really have to try to meet with me, because they know I wanted to stay with the team, and I know they wanted me. So when it's time to come, like we need to meet, I was like, yeah, maybe things, I don't know, maybe they try to do different things, or maybe they try to talk to me about different things. I was like, why we have to waste this time of for them flying to come see me when they know I want to be in the team, and I want to be in the team too. So yeah, and I was really surprised. That's why it made me a decision to try to think about different options. And then when the Clippers come in pictures, and I talk with them, and just the way we talk, I feel like it was time for me to change. It was time for me to make a change, and for a new start, for a fresh start.
So it sounds like you were disappointed about how it happened.
I mean, I'm not saying things happen for a reason. I'm a big believer. Maybe like I said, maybe it was time and maybe it was time for me and for the Raptors, So I'm not gonna be disappointing. What the only disappointing, is to me is that I was like not the business side. I'm not talking about the business side. But disappointing. Even I talked with my agent, my friend. It was like just the fact I was used to so much with my teammates, the city, the fans, the country, and everything. I'm sure you saw everything. I was doing there. I just get used to. I was like home. So I'm kind of person when I get used to some place or something, I get comfortable there. It's very hard for me to move on. So yeah, that's the only disappointing I had at that time. It was more about that. But on the business side, I was like, you know what? Maybe it meant to happen, and maybe it was time for me and the Raptors, to part away. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful for everything, man. I'm grateful for everything.
Thank you. Next up, we'll do Miriam Swanson from the SoCal Newspaper Group.
Hello, Mr. Ibaka. Welcome to LA, man. We're happy to have you here. So you mentioned obviously your history with Kawhi being contributing to your decision to come here. I wonder what's he like as a recruiter? Like, what was his pitch to you?
Funny, you have to know him. Like, hey, what's up? That's when Kawhi texts me a text. Hey, what's up? On a game day, on a free GC day, right? He texts me, hey, what's up? I say, what's up, bro? I'm on vacation. Cool. 4 hours later, bro, are you coming or no? Just picture Kawhi and his voice. Like, it was funny. Bro, are we doing it or not? Like, it was very funny, yeah. But yeah, like I know him, so that's how always we communicate. And when he say what's up, I already know what he means. So, So yeah, it was funny. But yeah, one of part of the decision is because of I know Kawhi here and he's here. I know him, so yeah.
Great. Next up, we'll go to Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie.
Hi, Serge. Welcome to LA. I'd love it could you mind sharing a little bit about your initial conversations with the front office and Coach Lou, and just coming from that, how you see your role both on the court and off the court?
I mean, I'm not going to give you all the detail about what we talk about, but in general, what I heard from them, and it was really what I'm looking. It wasn't looking. I'm looking at this point of my career. And we talk about a lot of things, but it was not only about one thing. It's about the direction they try to go, everything. And I was like, this is what I'm looking at. And it's a great opportunity for me, to still do something I love at a high level, with good, with good pressure on that, because, we always get better with pressure, So, yeah, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a new chapter for me. It's going to be a lot of challenge, a lot of pressure, but that's what I'm here for.
Great. Next up, we'll go to Nick Hamilton. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Serge, welcome to LA. Every team you've gone to, you've always had a very strong and powerful voice inside the locker room as well as on the floor. Where do you see your position to be with this Clippers team as far as having that voice and assuming that role as one of the leaders in the locker room?
I'm just going to try to be me, and that's me. So I'm going to try to be me. I'm not going to try to be extra because, less or extra. I'm just going to try to be me, and that's like exactly what you say. That's me, So it's something, and this is naturally. I love to do it. I love to help, the young guys. So, and I enjoy doing that. That's one reason I do it, So yeah, I'm going to try to be me on and off the court with my teammates.
Okay, next we'll go to Tomer from Clutch Points.
Hey, Serge. First of all, welcome to Los Angeles. Looking forward to a lot of scarf videos and food videos, too. Just wondering, is this a place you can foresee being here long-term? And what have some of the conversations been like with Ty Lue about your role on this team? Obviously, Ivica Zubac is here. He's a talented young big man as well.
Oh, yeah, my role is going to be what the team is going to ask me to do. and you know, and we spoke with the coach on the phone during the free agency. But you know, since that we didn't really have time to talk about, you know, my roles, everything. But now I just got here. I'm sure I'm gonna have time to talk with him. And but one thing for sure, you know, I know is, you know, we only have one thing in our mind is to come here to try to compete at high level and to do better than what the team did last year. You know, so that's one thing I know for sure, and I'm prepared for it. But my rules, like I say, I'm going to talk with him today, maybe after I'm done with you guys here. And I'm going to talk with him. But at the end of the day, I know my rules, you know, they know what I can bring to the team. That's why I'm here.
Okay, next question is going to be in Spanish from Claudia. Go ahead, Claudia.
Hi, Serge. Bienvenido a Los Ángeles.
Gracias.
Ahora, mi primera pregunta es de ¿qué te gustó de Los Ángeles Clippers que te hizo tomar la decisión para firmar con el equipo?
Bueno, lo que me gustó mucho es cuando he hablado con entrenadores, el presidente del equipo, ¿sabes? La dirección, el camino que el equipo quiere ir y coincide mucho con mi pensamiento, ¿no? Coincide mucho como yo quiero las cosas que sea como jugador, también como con el equipo que yo quiero jugar. Yo creo que esto un poco, y también tenía mi amigo aquí, Kawhi, también esto ayudó mucho.
Gracias, thank you. Last question, we will go to Raphael, which will come in French.
Bonjour Serge, nous vous avons entendu en anglais à ce propos, mais si vous pouviez simplement élaborer sur les raisons qui vous ont fait choisir Los Angeles et ce que vous retenez de votre expérience à Toronto. Merci.
Pardon?
Si vous pouviez élaborer sur les raisons qui vous ont fait choisir les Clippers et ce que vous retenez de votre expérience à Toronto.
Ouais, d'abord, mon expérience à Toronto était vraiment très beau et j'ai passé de belles moments à Toronto. On a même gagné ensemble. C'est des moments où jamais je oublierai. Et bon, après d'avoir parlé avec l'équipe, les Raptors, et après d'avoir parlé avec les Clippers, je me suis dit que c'était le temps pour moi de changer un peu. Et surtout quand j'ai parlé avec les Clippers, tout ce qu'ils m'ont dit, tout ce qu'ils m'ont offert, comme leur plan d'équipe, la direction que l'équipe fait aller, ça a été vraiment ce que, comme joueur, je cherchais, quoi. Ça a été ce que moi je cherchais, ce que je pensais pour ma carrière. Et aussi avoir Kawhi ici dans l'équipe, ça a beaucoup aidé.